What? This was never a topic of debate ever.
Really, Mario? This was never a topic of debate ever? Maybe that's because you're a man. Women in this country have been fighting their entire lives for the right to autonomy over their own bodies. Right now in the United States, there are women being persecuted because they had a miscarriage. A miscarriage! All because they don't believe that a woman has a right to her own body. Us women have been talking about this for decades. How dare you come here and say no one was talking about it? Why did Trudeau bring it up? Maybe it's because it doesn't affect you. Maybe because you're a single white guy who has his perfect job and his perfect life. You're not a minority. You're not an Indigenous person. You're not a woman. Don't sit there and get all high and mighty on me and tell me that Trudeau is the problem on abortion. Pierre Poilievre and his constituents and his MPs have fought against abortion for years. They have literally voted against a woman's right to bodily autonomy. And you can sit there and bullshit me and tell me that he says he's not going to do it. We have an article that says he's not going to do it. Well, I'm sorry if his past voting record says otherwise. Trump also said he wouldn't do this and wouldn't do that and wouldn't do this. And what's happening? So I'm supposed to believe that Trudeau was 100% untrustworthy, but Pierre Poilievre is? That he's going to stand by everything he says? But yet at the same time, he stands on a podium and starts talking about women's biological clocks? You, sir, are disgusting. You, sir, know nothing about what it's like to be a woman in Canada. And you, sir, do not get to speak for me. I pray to God you don't have children. I pray to God you don't have a daughter who is forced to make a decision at a young age of pregnancy. I pray to God that daughter never has an ectopic pregnancy where they have to remove it or she will die. And instead they are telling her they can't help her. Let me show you a little something. This is actually the policy declaration of the Conservative Party in Canada. Let me read you a little bit of that. The Conservative Party recognizes the need for federal regulation in assisted human reproduction and related research. This field should be governed by principles that respect human individuality, integrity, dignity, and life. Sounds good, right? In recognition of the ethical and scientific concerns around research using human embryos, we support an initial 3-year prohibition on embryonic research and call on the federal government to encourage its granting agencies to focus on more promising adult postnatal stem cell research. Why is that a problem? Because they want to define a fetus as a person the moment it is conceived. And where does that slippery slope lead to? If they redefine a fetus as a person at the moment of conception, that will now turn back the time on all abortion legislation in Canada. So instead of spewing your bullshit, try doing some research on the actual Conservative Party declaration, the one that I printed off their actual website. Don't blame Trudeau for bringing up abortion. Blame the women who have been fighting for it for decades. And as far as I'm concerned, keep women's names out of your mouth because you have no right to speak whatsoever. Elbows up, Canada. This guy needs to go away.